This is my friend Alex. Me and Alex have been friends for almost 25 years now, and somehow we have never taken a real trip together. So this year, we decided to finally change that. Our plan? Moab, Utah. 3 weeks from now, some of the gnarliest trails in the country. Right away, we've hit a massive problem. Alex does not have a rig that is up for this task. And if we're doing this trip right, that means one thing. We need to build a truck and fast. We started looking, and of course there was only one option. This $250 Toyota pickup truck. This thing's been wrecked, forgotten, and it is barely holding itself together. Most people wouldn't even tow this thing home, but we bought it sight unseen, and now we've got 3 weeks to transform this thing into a truck that can actually survive Moab's rocks, cliffs, and all the carnage. And that is where this story begins. Welcome to episode 1 of the Moab Build Series. Oh, dude. We are 2 miles away from this freaking truck that we just drove 3 hours to go see. We have no clue what this thing's condition is, and we have a ton of work ahead of us if we're trying to make this thing a full-blown rock crawler in the next 2 weeks. We have steering, transmission, transfer case, brakes, all of this stuff. It's a full-blown vehicle build in 2 weeks, on top of everything else that we have in life. So yeah, let's go see what we just got ourselves into. I have a jumper box that I brought.
Well, let's start it. Let me try it.
Yeah, go ahead. These old Toyotas just
run forever.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
That's all I buy.
We have two Priuses.
I have a tattoo of my Toyota on my arm.
That's true love.
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
A backfire. What's the story on the dent?
This
Oh,
is
that
a
was her
delivery truck for Baked and Telluride. And they had a place, and they had 3 shops. They ran all the food. One's out of here, then they ran it over there. And, you
Yeah.
know, so they had an accident.
I could tell.
And this accident happened before I bought it.
Oh, really?
So this
He loved
accident could be 50 years old, for all I know.
Yeah, we're probably bump and bruise it a little bit more.
Because you
than
bought
that.
this in 1999?
Yeah.
We have no brakes at all.
At all?
Nothing.
Okay, let me get a block in my
But I have gear. Ready, Alex?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Use the whole can.
Awesome. We can use the clutch and the gear to keep it slow going on the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. No way. Actually? Is that Alex? Okay, hang I got it. No, I got it. I'll help. No, we're good. That's it right there.
Perfect.
You know what, dude? When we get this thing built, I'm gonna come bring it back here. We're gonna go for a drive.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know, because it'll be on some big old monster truck tires with real low gears and.
To see it.
Yes, sir. We got old Bluey here home, and now we have to get it off the trailer. The only problem is we don't have brakes. We do have the gear. We need to get this thing off trailer and just check it out. There is a Land Cruiser to stop us.
Downhill, put it in first. Okay, there you go.
Now it's just pushing through the gears. All right. She look mint. First things first, the seats are destroyed. These are both bath towels.
Yep.
Dude, it's got a center console. I've never seen a bench like this. This is a cool bench. The interior is pretty roached. Floorboards are there, that's pretty neat. Is your floorboard there? This one's a little rusty, not too bad.
I got a hole in mine.
Hole in yours.
Right there.
All right. The body is nearly perfect. I don't see many dents at all. The engine bay looks brand new. I've never seen an engine bay look this new, actually. Have you?
No.
No, it's pretty good.
Pristine.
So first things first, I guess since it's so new, we'll just power wash it just to make sure it's new. And then we'll look at everything else because everything feels like it's gonna give us hantavirus.
Yeah, for real.
So cool, we'll get this thing power washed off and then drag it inside and put it on the lift.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, we blew apart the pressure washer hose. So Jenna is out getting a replacement hose and now we got bored. So we got this thing way up in the air so we can power wash super good under it when she gets back. And we're gonna check what the fuel situation's like. Does it feel crunchy?
There's a little bit of gas in there.
There's some gas in there?
A little bit. Oh, it smells horrible.
Like way worse than the gas we're putting it in?
Yep.
Dude, that smells so bad.
Yeah, look at the color of my hands.
It's so far varnished. Dude, this could be bad.
We have another bucket over there.
All right. Oh.
There's not a bunch of crud coming out, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, that is a good promising thing. That is the nastiest gas I've seen in a long time.
Same.
You love smelling like gas, huh?
Got some nice, fresh, clean gas. 91 octane, dude.
We didn't even...
We're spoiling this thing.
We are. We did not even check the condition of the fuel tank.
Oh.
No, it's okay.
Just put a little bit?
No, let's just send it.
All right. It didn't look bad.
The gas didn't look... There's nothing in the gas. There was no particulates. I'll get the battery. Get a little fresh, used one. Nice. We got 2 negative terminals. All right. I don't know what would have changed.
Predictions.
I mean, all we did was wash it. So if anything, it's less likely to start because the cap and rotor are pissed off. It's probably not gonna start. It sure sounds dead, huh?
You got the jumper pack?
I do, but that's probably dead too. Yeah, I'll get the jumper pack.
Get it wet in there. Just a little bit, but not bad. Filter's not wet.
So I guess we should pour some gas down the carb.
Okay.
Actually, just a little, not a lot. Fires happen that way.
Yep.
I mean, there will be fire, just hopefully inside the engine. Just like a splash. A little more. We can do a little, it's like a decent splash. All right, that's some gas. That is gas. I mean, I knew that. All right.
Come on, baby.
It's locked up. It's hydro locked from all the water, actually.
Dang.
Yeah, more than likely it's like hydro locked from all the water from power washing it.
All right, well, I guess we're pushing it in?
Yeah, and then we'll pull the plugs.
Yeah.
Just pull the spark plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so you start pulling spark plugs. There's 4 right here. I'll go get the light.
Got it. Probably 5/8.
It's a 13/16.
Is it?
How's that plug? Looks pretty wet, dude. Is there wet there?
Yeah, it's wet.
Okay, well, let's pull them all real quick. And I have plugs. We'll put plugs in it. All right, so I'm pretty sure we hydro locked this engine when we power washed it. A bunch of water got in through the intake, went into a cylinder, and now it doesn't want to turn over. I don't know for sure. We could just have a bunch of dead batteries, but that's my assumption. So we're pulling all the plugs. We're gonna cycle it over. Hopefully a bunch of water shoots out. And I guess hopefully not a bunch of water shoots out. Either way, we're gonna change the oil. But yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. All right, you guys, quick break in today's video to talk to you about today's video sponsor, Blue Eddy. This thing is an absolute powerhouse. It has 3,840 watt-hour capacity and 2,600 watt of available output, which means it's ready for camping or home backup or shop backup or just taking this thing into the middle of the forest and having a party with all your friends because you got music, you got the thing for the margaritas, you know, all the stuff. And it's not ridiculously heavy, so you can't pick it up and load it into your car. The Elite 400 also has a rapid charge feature, which means this thing charges up to 80% in only 70 minutes, and it also has a seamless UPS feature, which means the second the power goes out, whatever appliances or whatever you have plugged into the front here, this will charge or power those, and then whenever the power comes back on, it will continue bringing power from the grid to power the appliances. So that also means you can use this thing to save money. You can actually have it programmed to power appliances during peak hours so that you're not pulling power from the grid, and then recharge during off hours, which means you're spending less money on electricity. It's kind of a win-win. It's a house backup and a camping thing. All right, this thing is really easy to move around. You just use the wheels there. We're gonna plug the lathe in, bandsaw in, big old belt grinder in, and last but not least, we're plugging the welder in. We're gonna turn the AC on. Boom, we should be able to power all of these tools. All right, will it turn on? Of course it will. All right, the bandsaw was no match for the Blue Eddy Elite 400. Now this, a pretty big powerhouse. It has a huge motor on the back. No problem. This Ameribraid belt grinder is, I think it's got a 2 horsepower motor on the back of it. This thing is no joke, so the fact that this can power that is extremely impressive. Can we power our lathe? Wow, that's crazy. The question is, will it cut? It's actually insane that we can say we machined this part off of battery power from the Blue Eddy. But now the ultimate test, we're gonna see if this Blue Eddy will run our Miller welder. So this thing is a big boy welder and it requires big boy power. So let's see if this thing has what it takes. That's crazy. All right, you guys, so like I said, this thing packs a punch. It has enough power to power all these tools back here. Head over to blueeddypower.com, link in the description right here on screen. Check out the new Elite 400. They have a ton of different power solutions, off-grid power, mobile power for your RV, for your car, home backup, like this is kind of intended for. So many different things, so many different options, and yeah, grab yourself one. Thank you so much to Blue Eddy for sponsoring today's video. Now, well, let's get back to the action. Replacing the fuel filter with a fresh little unit. Oh, what the heck is going on here? So this is a spark plug spacer. That's crazy. It's like supposed to save fuel amongst other random things. Those are the same, so the hole should be good. Well, we're gonna leave that out. No, that starter's just sad. So that smells like gas. Yeah. Cool. Let's put new spark plugs back in it and get some power. Got it. Some fresh Autolite spark plugs going in. Look at those things, nice and fresh. Spark plugs are in and tightened. All right. Dude, there's a nest in our carburetor. All right, well now it's on the ground. There's no fuel in our fuel filter. We're gonna get compressed air, blow air through the fuel system backwards. We'll pull the line off over there. Yeah, and if there's anything in there, it'll blow it out. No fuel. No fuel. Good? Yeah, we're good. Is it coming out? Yeah. All right, connector back, and we'll put air and pressurize the fuel tank. So they're both on? Yes. Tell me if you see fuel in that little fuel thing. Is there any fuel in that yet? No. Crank it over while I pressurize it. There's still no fuel over here. Oh, there's oil all over the ground. She leaking. What's leaking? I don't know. All right, we're gonna stick this fuel hose, some clean gas, and we're gonna see if it runs. Come on. All right, go ahead. But I don't think the fuel pump is fuel pumping. Luckily for us, I bought a fuel pump. Yep. Let's pull the fuel pump off and put a fuel pump on it. Let's get this thing running. Yeah. It's time. She's ready. It's time. We put a new fuel pump on it, so we're gonna see if this thing runs off of gas that we have in a can. And if it does, we'll go ahead and pull all the fuel lines going back, clean them all out, make sure they're all good, maybe run new ones and get this fuel system done. Take this thing on test drive and see how bad it is. Go for it. We're out of gas.
You thirsty?
But yeah, it runs. Dude, it sucked up all that gas. Still just running.
Yeah.
Bunch of gas in here. That's so bad. That is so bad. Dude, shut it off. Dude, that is so bad. It just lost all the oil.
Oil pan.
Dude, that thing is cooked. Is that all water?
Some of that's water, bro.
That's a lot of water. All right, so we leaked a ton of fuel because the return line wasn't hooked up. That smells really bad. We leaked a ton of oil and water out of the engine because the rear main seal is just completely gone. So we need to first fix the fuel inlet so this thing runs on its own. Make sure the return's hooked up so we can take it for a drive. Take it for a drive, leak oil a little bit just to make sure we have fun. And then we'll come in here, pull the transmission, put a 4-wheel drive transmission, transfer case, all the good stuff, and just start throwing 4-wheel drive swap parts at this thing. So I can get access to the other one. Don't cut yourself. Oh, they're not holding it. He's wiggling it like it's gonna stay there and fall out or something. Oh, I told you, that was my worst nightmare. Dude, that tank is cooked. And we just put 5 gallons of gas in it. 4. That right there is why it would not run. But you know what we have? A ratchet strap, a fuel tank, and 4 feet of fuel hose. So you know what we have? A replacement tank.
Yep.
We, Amazon fuel cell coming up. That's cooked. That thing is done. We are not using it.
We're back. We got fuel on.
So help me, we will see this thing run. Oh, it doesn't have any brakes.
Fluid.
Yeah, that's a great start. There is just no fluid in it. Alex has been really worried that we might not have brake fluid. Where do you think it's all gonna come out?
We're grabbing.
They're back already?
They're grabbing.
Instantaneously?
Hold on. It's starting to build pressure though.
It doesn't seem like it's falling out anywhere. Oh, press it. No. Well, we'll bleed the brakes, all right? Now, with our new fresh minty fuel lines, how much gas do we have? We have a gallon, dude. We're good to go. Fire up, Hoss. Click, 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 click. She's a runner now, dude.
First.
Give it some gas. That thing is a certified runner. All right, today is the end of day 1, and the little blue truck kind of won today. Man, I'll tell you, this thing gave us hell. But tomorrow's a new day. We finally kind of figured out the fuel system. It's that it's completely trashed. That fuel tank is cooked. The starting system, everything out there seems like it works just fine. Charging system, it all starts, it runs, it drives, the accelerator pedal works, all that's good. So tomorrow, instead of driving this thing, taking it for a test drive, we're just gonna chop this thing up. We're gonna pull the engine, we're pulling the transmission, we're pulling everything. We're gonna chop the entire front suspension out from under it and the entire rear suspension, get this thing stripped down and start turning this thing into a full-blown rock crawler. It is gonna be sick, but I know there's gonna be a ton of stuff that is in the way of us and taking this to Moab. So let's get to it. It's officially day 2 of our build, and while we have a ton ahead of us right now, I decided to make our job even harder and completely change everything by getting an entirely different truck to do this all too. So come with us as we go to the backyard and dig out something I've been hoarding for years that it is finally time to build. Look at that thing bust out of the crust.
I was scared, to be honest.
this is what we are building over the course of the next 2 weeks. This is a 1977 Toyota Chinook motorhome, and I am so excited. I've always wanted an excuse to build one of these. I've had this one in my backyard for like 6 years now. It's been abandoned, hasn't run in like 20 plus years. So this is gonna be awesome to get this thing back on the road and finally get that project done that I've been wanting to get done instead of starting yet another project that I don't need in my life. So let's walk around this thing real quick. We have a 20R engine. This thing has been open to the elements for years. Definitely does not run. 5-speed transmission. This thing had like a clutch issue when it was parked to like 30 years ago. I don't know what's going on. Sold the hood, sold the fender. We do have replacement panels, a grill. We have the whole nine. This thing is gonna be looking chef's kiss. The existing paint is really rad and it makes me sad I sold the fenders and stuff, but it is what it is. The interior used to be really nice again, but again, I sold everything and kind of kept it abandoned and it's sadder now. It's not in horrible shape, but it's pretty good. The back of the camper is completely toast, just like every other 45-year-old motorhome. It's been used as kind of a storage unit, so we will be stripping this thing completely and doing some sort of build eventually, but for this weekend, we're going freaking rock crawling in a motorhome and we're not at all worried about the inside, okay? Yeah, that's the plan for this. So we need to get this thing inside, start tearing it apart and figure out how much more work I just signed us up for, because now instead of just building a rock crawler, we're building a rock crawling motorhome. We have 2 weeks, 1 day. That's the real time before this truck as a 4-wheel drive needs to be in Moab, Utah. We're gonna be running Cane Creek, Metal Masher, Poison Spider, Golden Spike, Gold Bar Rim, and they don't have a set schedule, but they know it's gonna be rowdy. So this truck needs to be 100% rock crawler ready, or else it's not gonna be able to make these trails. We are obviously not going to be able to hear this thing run. So let's just go ahead and get all of this stuff ripped out and start getting this thing ready for its new engine and new 4-wheel drive conversion, because we have so much. All right, the next thing you are going to see is an insane montage of ripping and tearing, and this engine on the ground outside of the car. Time to pull the transmotion. Oh, dude, the grill, Toyota emblem. I thought we didn't have it. Dude, that is hype. That is awesome. Also, they got a 6 stereo in here already. All right, it's all you right now. Let me give me 1 second. Is it heavy? A little bit. Good though.
That makes me feel any better.
I bet that's lighter.
Yep.
Okay. I don't want to just fall. No way!
That's crazy, dude.
Dude, no! I just got grease on back. Oh, let it come. Just drop the glove. Ditch the glove. That glove is cooked. Dude, I got that grease on the back of my neck. Dude, there's rust all over this thing. It's been outside for a while. All right, now we ripped the engine out top. So I got a hook. I have a chain. Low, right. All right, well, it ripped out.
Easy does it, brother.
Wow. All right.
Let me get this alternator off real quick. Let's get it up, out, and down as fast as possible. All right, so looking at this, we have a ton of work ahead of us. We need brake master cylinder, clutch master cylinder, possibly a brake booster. All of this has been in the elements. We need to get all of the excess wiring out of here. We need to get all of these extra hoses out of here, the old AC system, all these excess brackets. We're also gonna be able to unbolt the entire front suspension and everything. It's 2 massive bolts going through the frame. But for right now, we'll get all this stripped out and we'll also put the fender, the hood, and the grill back on it so we can see the full vision of what this thing's gonna be. All right, we now have all the body panels on the Chinook, and it's looking slick. It's looking like a proper 1970-something Chinook again. Hilux. We got the Hilux man in the house. Look at his hat, folks. Woo! So, if you don't know this guy, this is my little brother, AKA Redline Wrench. Now, he has debatably the nastiest V8 Hilux on the internet, and I said V8 Hilux because there's some pretty sick Hiluxes out there that aren't V8, but I'd say for V8 Hiluxes, he might have the crown, creme de la creme. Anywho, he's here because I made a call. We needed a rear axle, we needed locking hubs, we needed a transmission, we needed a lot of random things. And I called him, I was like, hey man, you got any of this? He said, well, I just happened to be down the street, which he lives 3.5 hours away, picking up all of this stuff within a beater rolled, really ugly truck. But what we have here is a 93 Toyota pickup truck, 22 RE, 5-speed, you know, all the stuff. Toyota truck stuff, and it's now ours. We're proud owners of this turd. So, thanks, Nick.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Brothers helping brothers.
Yep. 4 hours away. It happened to only be like an hour out of the way.
You should see his wife smirking because they aren't taking it to their house,
So
and my wife is sulking because we have another one at ours. Anywho, that means now we're gonna clean this one off. So the third truck that we've cleaned in like 2 days. We'll get this all power washed out, pull the entire drivetrain out of this fuel tank, rear axle, front hubs, everything. And we're gonna use all these parts as a donor for the drivetrain for the Chinook. So, yeah.
Another Toyota lives on to hit the road.
Woo!
All that matters, man.
Without
Trucks on the road.
Without further ado, another cleaning montage. Yeah, if you pull it, I know where it goes. Oh, all right. Is that a good hood?
It is.
Is that corner crunched?
A little bit.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right. We're pulling the wiring, we're pulling everything except for fuel lines. Wow, that's crazy, that melted. There we go. Oh, dude, that's a power freaking steering system. We need all of that for the next truck. Damn, beautiful. Slick. All right, now we need to get the alternator unconnected.
Get out of our way.
Push it in. Are we in?
Yeah.
Pull it out. 1, 2, 3.
Push it.
Oh no!
Sorry, dude.
This transmission shaft might be cooked.
Push it forward. I didn't know there was two. I thought there was only one. You said remove the starter.
Oh god. Okay, so go here. Go grab the front half. I'll get the rear half. We'll drag it this way. You got it? Is it heavy?
A little bit.
All right. Do you want me to try it?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Grab it further on the end. You got it. Grab it further on the end. No, you can't get the whole thing. It's a share. You can't get it in the middle.
We got it. We got it. That was awful. Is this tank also disgusting? Oh, dude.
Pristine.
That is a perfect looking fuel tank to me.
Yeah, looks
Dude,
great.
that is awesome.
Yep, good news.
All right,
It's the best
good.
news we've had all day, honestly.
Now we can stop and go home and come back tomorrow and clean up. We have this truck basically completely stripped
Back
down.
axle's ready to come off. Brake booster's out.
The only thing that we have to do is the front hubs, and this thing's done.
Yeah.
Pull all the wiring and everything. Dude, fuel tank.
Good.
All right, all we need is a couple adapters. We can run AN lines.
That's
the
good
whole way
news,
up.
man.
Dude, that's huge. We now have a graveyard of parts in this place, but we have this truck nearly finished being disassembled. We need the rear axle and the front hubs off of this and the fuel tank, and we're done there. Coming over here, we have the transmission, drive shafts, transfer case, every wiring harness in the entire thing, intake manifold, heater controls, everything. We have the whole truck in pieces in the shop right now, and we have the engine on the stand. And ironically enough, I called my little brother, who I got the truck from, and I said, hey man, haha, you know, the engine's locked up, right? And I was like joking, and he's like, no way. And I was like, no, I'm kidding, but the fuel tank looks great, which I need for the Chinook.
We were getting ready to stop for the day.
And I pulled a spark plug, and I can't show you what I saw in that hole, but if you can just imagine what a hole might look like if there was water sitting inside of it. A little bit of brown, red situation. So I called him back and I was like, dude. And he's like, no way. But we put a breaker bar on it and it's spinning again. So it's no longer locked up. Another fun fact that we found out is if you come right here, you can see this little tag stamp right there. And what this is a serial code and a rebuild certificate. So that means this engine has been rebuilt. Why it has 60,000 miles on the dash, has been rebuilt and is currently locked up, or was locked up, that is beyond us. So at this point, we think we have all the parts that we need to assemble this thing if this engine runs. Assuming this engine runs, we should possibly be able to make Kamoa, but this didn't have a starter and we didn't have an ECU with it to test it before we took it out. So with all that being said, that is the end of this video. You're gonna have to come back next week and see us put all of these parts together in one big, massive build party. It's gonna be sick. We're basically there. Yeah. We're gonna prep the Chinook. We need to get this truck out of here, Chinook back on the lift, get a whole bunch of sweet four-wheel drive swap components from Sky's Offroad Design and a ton of tune-up stuff from, of course, LC Engineering. On that note, if you guys wanna hit the store, we have new hoodies in stock. They're, I got one right here. They are absolutely sick. I'm gonna put one on. Hold that. You guys are getting a fashion show real quick. These things are awesome. They're super soft and they are heavyweight, which is awesome. And we have a ton more hitting the website very soon, but these should be live by the time you see this video. They are worth it.
They're very comfortable, if
Yeah.
I say so myself.
Yeah, so he actually already got gear oil on his, so it's soaking in Dawn dish soap.
Yeah, you'll probably see that on this video.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for your continued support, and can't wait to see you next week.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Peace.